Morning after the last presidential debate, we sat down with some voters in the battleground state of Nevada in a Las Vegas restaurant to get the views of some of the people who will actually shape this election. Donald Trump was asked in the debate if he would abide by the outcome of the election. Was anybody struck by his reaction and what he said?
Not as much as they made a big deal. Not as much as they made a big deal out of it. You know, if I was in his position and there was any question about the validity of the votes, I believe the voting system is corrupt. I believe the politicians are corrupt. I believe the Congress is corrupt.
Ed, quickly, you said that you expected Trump to say that.
I thought he'd be not evasive, but being cute on it a little bit. He will accept it. Mr. Trump is a very successful businessman.
How do you
he knows
know
how
that?
to operate.
How do you know he'll accept it?
Just by the way he handles things. He wanted to leave it open a little bit. He wanted to create a little bit of discussion on it.
I don't think he's interested in winning. I really don't.
What's he interested in?
Right. He's going to start a media empire after this with all the people he's met and surrounded himself with.
You believe that too, John?
Yeah.
You think that? Who here thinks Donald Trump is not on the level, that he's in it for some other thing, not to actually win the presidency?
No, I don't agree.
I think he's in to win.
He's not going to quit. I think he's going to fight till the end, but he's already planning next phase, which is Trump TV at some point.
How many of the others of you here feel like the election system is rigged?
I don't think it's rigged. I think it can be improved on.
As far as Donald Trump saying that it's rigged, how are you running for a country but don't have faith in it? You know, how are you going to call the system rigged, the system that you're running for, that you want to, you know, be in command of, and you're going to say it's rigged? Like, as an American, that's offensive. You know?
Caitlin, let me ask you, you're undecided. When do you think you'll make up your mind? But what's your process going to be?
What I'm going to have to tell myself is who is going to be the steward of the millennials, because I'm going to be living here in America for hopefully another 50, 60 years. And I want a president who's going to put, you know, my generation at the forefront and maximize our success here in this country. And so I think ultimately we're looking at these two candidates and their integrity.
John, what do you think about that question of integrity?
They both have pretty serious issues, and so at some point you have to say, you know, you have to understand Donald Trump's got a history of integrity issues, so does Hillary Clinton. And so the next question I ask as an economist, okay, who's going to do best for the economy? Okay, assuming that they're both got their challenges, who's going to screw up the economy less? Maybe not, all right, or not do anything to harm a recovery. I think what's happened, John, is, and you see this in Las Vegas, we're one of the poster children of the Great Recession. It really, we had come to believe in Southern Nevada we were immune to the laws of economics and gravity, and we acted that way for many, many years. And then we got hit really hard because we didn't have a diverse economy. And so now the whole world, I guess, went through this global recession. We're recovering out of it. It's slow.
Corey, let me just ask you on this question of character and integrity. You're a supporter of Hillary Clinton's. How do you think through some of the challenges and some of the views people have about Hillary Clinton and her lack of trustworthiness? How do you make sense of all that?
If I were a patient going in to have life-changing surgery, do I want the doctor who is well seasoned and have done this surgery many, many times before? Or do I want to take my chance on the rookie who's just coming out of, you know, school and doesn't have the knowledge or the experience, you know, in doing something like that?
Right.
And I mean, you know, the whole email thing, until she's proven guilty, she's innocent. I mean, that's what our country operates off of.
But what she has admitted is she did have her own private server.
Right.
And for you, is that something that, you know, it was kind of like a white lie, like a small thing, or?
I think that she, by not coming up front, you know, it did put some uneasiness in individuals, but I think there are far more greater things to worry about in the world than somebody's Yahoo account.
Let me ask you this question, Barbara. Corey made the case that if you're going to get surgery, good to have a doctor who knows the you know, the ins and outs of surgery, not somebody who's new to the task. Well, that obviously that's a way of looking at the presidency that makes it pretty good for Hillary Clinton. So how do you see?
Also, you have your new doctor though that's just got the new training. And you know,
to try something different and something groundbreaking and revolutionary. That happened to my husband. He had an ankle replacement. We saw 9 doctors before we could find one, and many of them were experienced doctors. They flat out refused to do it. And we found a doctor who tried something new and tried something different, and my husband's walking. He has a limp, but he's walking.
That's
But
amazing.
let me jump in, and I think to tie into it, if you don't mind, John.
Sure, and then-
with the doctor analogy, the problem with Donald Trump is the way he answers questions like this. It appears he graduated from the Trump Medical School.
Yes.
Okay, because he's going to do the best surgery. It's going to be great. It's going to be the greatest surgery ever done, but there's no details. You know, it's always these bombastic statements of great and wonderful. We're going to get tired of winning. When it wins so much, it's just going to be unbelievable, and that says nothing. That just tells you nothing.
Barbara, what about you? What's a big issue for you?
Morality and values based on what the country was based on. I think that the laws that Obama has passed, the way the country has, I call it downturning. Some of the other people are proud of it and happy for it. I personally am against it. The homosexuals, the abortions, all this stuff, I am against.
When Donald Trump says "Make America Great Again," is that what you hear? That it's going to go back to the before the time that you're now describing?
That's part of it.
Kimberly, it's the day after the election. Hillary Clinton is president. What's your quick reaction?
Not surprised. I have hope.
Caitlin?
I pray that her policy translates to keep American values at the forefront.
Ed?
I respect the office. I do not respect her.
Oh no. She needs prayer. The country always needs prayer.
I say bless her and all that she does.
I think she'll be able to negotiate with the Congress to get things done with Ryan and McConnell.
It's now the day after the election, Ed. Donald Trump has won. What's your reaction?
I'll be pleased. I wish him well. Keep a cool hand and do your best.
Kimberly?
I hope he finds really good people to surround himself with and keep himself in check, and I have hope.
John?
Pray that Jon Stewart comes back to Comedy Central, and America will be great again when he comes back.
Corey, what's your feeling?
I'm moving off the grid. No.
Good luck with that.
I'm open to change, and we'll see what happens.